15 miles. That's the distance between the most famous hymns in American history and the most famous stadium chant in the world. Both came from the same city. Both came from the streets. Both came from the same streets. And almost nobody knows this. Nobody knows it. I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And I wrote a book on this. You know, I wrote the book on this literally. This is the chapter they didn't film. Now, I ain't releasing that book until people care. So I wrote a book, but I'm not releasing it so somebody cares. I need to garner something. Y'all need to care about it first. I'm not releasing a book to the void. All right, I'm releasing it for people. So if you drive I-95 through Fairfield County, you cross a border that doesn't feel like a municipal line, but it's like a tear in the fabric of reality. I know, I'm sounding crazy. No, cut that out. We don't need to tell them that. So on one end, Greenwich, Westport, Lamborghini dealerships, private islands. On the other end, Bridgeport's east side, median household income around $27,000. Empty lots wrapped in barbed wire. The media has spent decades pointing cameras at the decay. The bankruptcy filing in 1991, the demolished housing projects, the shuttered factories. So what they missed, what they so what they missed and what they consistently fail to capture is the music. Because Bridgeport is one of the most vital, paradoxical music crucibles in American history, and almost no one outside of here knows it. A lot of people that live here don't even know it. You know how much digging I had to do to get this information only because I wanted to. This isn't being hand fed to us, spoon fed. So let me give you the receipts. 1915. A blind woman named Fanny Crosby dies in Bridgeport and gets buried at Mountain Grove Cemetery, the cemetery that P.T. Barnum himself established. Crosby wrote over 8,000 hymns during her lifetime. Blessed Assurance, Rescue the Perishing, the foundation of Protestant worship in America, written in this city. 1969, a kid named Paul Leka, son of Albanian immigrants, grew up in Bridgeport, is working above a five and dime on Main Street. He needs a throwaway B-side. He doesn't have full lyrics, so he just chants a placeholder. Y'all know it. I'm gonna play it. I don't need to tell him I'm gonna play it. I'm just play it. He names the fake band Steam after seeing vapor rise from a manhole on the Bridgeport street. By December of that year, it hits number one on the Billboard Hot 100, displacing the Beatles. It becomes the most famous stadium chant in the world, still used today. 1986, the Skinny Boys are beatboxing in Bridgeport Parks. Released their debut on Warlock Records, signed to Jive Records a year later. Connecticut hip hop on a national stage before the coast acknowledged the state exists. Before the coast acknowledged that the state existed, 1997, Hatebreed, fronted by Jamie Jasta, out of Connecticut, releases Satisfaction is the Death of Desire on Victory Records, a landmark record that bridges hardcore punk and metalcore, still cited as essential. 2021, Justin Quiles, born in Bridgeport, over 1 billion combined global streams. One of the architects of modern reggaeton. One of the architects of modern reggae. How do you, reggaeton? We just dumb it down to reggae, whatever. His track Jeans, unless you want to be in the pod, I don't know. Maybe she want to be on the pod. Maybe she wants to be on YouTube. Um, yeah, but his track Jeans goes diamond certified across 4 countries. Fanny Crosby, Paul Lika, The Skinny Boys, Hate Breed, John Mayer, Justin Quiles, I don't know, Saucy Santana. All right, whatever. I respect it. Uh, that's all I must say. One city, 15 miles from extreme wealth, zero credit. So I'm telling you this because I think the way Bridgeport builds music is the same way it builds everything. No handouts, no blueprint, no infrastructure designed for you. You take what's left, rusted factories, empty lots, a five and dime, and you build something that outlasts the building itself. That's not just a Bridgeport story, that's the story of anyone building something from nothing in a city that's not San Francisco or New York or LA. Paul Lika didn't have a studio. He had a room above a store and used and a hammer he used to hit piano keys because he was looking for a specific sound. The Skinny Boys didn't have a deal. They had Parks and the human beatbox. Now, I'm building a software company from this city right now. I'm writing music. I'm documenting this place before the people who lived it are gone. And every single thing I'm doing is built on the foundation of what these artists proved was possible from these streets. Legacy doesn't come from resources, it comes from refusal. So I want to ask you something directly. Is there a city or a background or a starting point that people consistently underestimate when they think about where music comes from, where legacy gets built from nothing? Drop it in the comments because I think the conversation is bigger than Bridgeport, and I want to hear what you know. So, the book this episode draws from is called The Documentary They Filmed, The Music They Didn't Capture. So, if you want to go deeper, that's where to go. I'm Kai. This is the Immortal Blueprint. Virality is rented, and legacy is engineered.